Hello, and welcome to Physics 1 Experiment 4, Friction. For this lab, we will be running a few experiments to determine the coefficient of friction for two objects. Here is what you will need: the LXI Data Logger, a set of masses, a cork bottom tray, a felt bottom tray, a force sensor, a 1 meter stick, a track, as well as the stand. Now we're ready to start procedure A. To begin, we will take our trays over to the scale and obtain both of their masses. Now that we have the masses of both of our trays, we will add an additional 400 grams to the felt bottom tray. We will now place the tray on one side of the track. With the LXI on the correct settings, we will press start on the data logger and then 0 on the force sensor. We will then use the hook of the force sensor to pull the tray along the track at a slow and steady rate. You should see a relatively level graph appear on your data logger. Once we reach the other side of the track, we will press stop on the LXI. Then we will press the cursor button to make a new data point and then drag this to one side of the flat part of the graph. We'll make another data point and drag it to the other side, and then we will take the average of the two force readings. We will then flip around the tray and repeat this process, pulling it the other direction. Again, we will select two data points and take the average of the force readings. Once we have two readings for the felt bottom tray, we will then move the masses over to the cork bottom tray and repeat the same process. If for some reason you don't get a flat portion of your graph, you can always just redo that part of the experiment. Now we are ready to move on to procedure B. For procedure B, we will only be using the cork tray, and we will be changing the mass in the tray. We can transfer the relevant data from procedure A to the first row of the table in procedure B. We will add mass to the tray, at least 50 grams. We will then record the total mass added to the tray in the relevant cell on the table. For procedure B, we only need one force reading, so we will pull the tray down the track once and record the force reading, and then we will add more mass and pull it the other way until we have all the necessary force readings. We will then use this data to create a graph. Now we're ready to start procedure C. For this procedure, we will be attaching the track onto the stand. To do this, we will loosen the set screw that should be located on the stand, and then thread the square nut through the slot that is located on the track. It might take a little bit to get it in there, but it will fit. Then we will tighten down that set screw, and we can adjust the height of the slope by the other screw located on the stand. For this procedure, we'll be using the felt tray with 400 additional grams into it. If your tray begins to slide as you put it onto the slope, you will need to lower the track. You can simply twist the thumb screw, slide the track down, and then retighten it until you get an angle that works for you. Much like before, you will be pulling the tray down the track and getting a force measurement, flipping the tray over, and then pulling it back up the track. You now have all the data needed to complete the experiment. Please refer to the lab manual and your instructor if you have any questions. And thank you for watching.